So before we start, Alexis Isabel says, LMAO. Military weirdos thinking they're exempt from ACAB because they go overseas to do their murders. And then we get this shot. Republicans only seeing the flag at first on the shirt. Smiling and being happy. And then, oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Also,
shocker.
BLM on the chest.
Oh, yeah.
Hands on hips. What's up now, bitch?
What's up?
Yeah, says it.
Oh no, I don't like that.
I don't know.
That's right. Yeah, fuck you. Military against police who kill our civilians.
Our civilians. Our. Oh god.
And then they're fully triggered at this point. Oh my god, I can't believe this. Also, this person's TikTok name is Lesbian Plant Dad. And I asked my colleagues here what that meant. And Lorax had a very good response, which was dad is a state of mind.
P.S. Ted Cruz, go fuck yourself.
That's a fair point, because I feel like I adopt the dad state of mind, that I don't have any children, so.
I have no children, and I have some of the best dad jokes you've ever heard in your life. So yeah, it's great.
But like we were talking about this before stream too. Like Alexis Isabel, kind of right. Like I feel like
100%, not kinda, not fucking kinda. You know, it's like it's just right. Honestly, like
Yes.
like that's the thing. It's like what makes fucking cops absolutely the fucking worst, right? They are the fucking protectors of capital on their domestic fucking shores. But what does that fucking look like? Them whooping our ass. So fuck cops.
Yes, and the
But
military
what
looks
are-
like
what
us
is-
doing it overseas to other people. And so like you can't say military against the police killing our civilians, and like people say in the replies to this tweet, like, oh, you're just mean Americans, you're allowed to do it to other civilians. You're just mad because the police are doing it to your fellow Americans. You think you're protecting them by doing violence to citizens of other countries.
Look, so I'll admit, I took a bit after I got out to get here, right? To get to this mindset of like, look, we're fucking cops. And then you look at it and you're like, as far as, you know, you look at the training that we get, like de-escalation, which obviously is like better. And like we, you know, when we get rocks thrown at us, we don't fire. Like that's just not a thing. But when it comes to the institutions and what they do, they serve the exact same purpose. They protect the capital, whether it be resources overseas in our imperialistic, jingoistic fucking country, or protecting the capital of the wealthy here.
Yes.
Well,
Like-
we can't like even just like, oh hey, like there's a few people who like paid attention to their ROEs more than others.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the fucking day, like you still have drone strikes with massive fucking civilian casualty rates, just all types of fucking bombs, the types of fucking toxic exposure to fucking hazardous materials that like fuck up vets. Well, like what the fuck do you think is happening to the people over there, right? And like you've got all types of fucking new shit. So it's like it in some cases, in a lot of cases, it's fucking worse. It's worse.
Yeah, because we're centering the people who go and fight like us, right? And we'll never, ever, ever center the people we're doing it. The millions displaced, like hundreds of millions displaced.
Also,
at this point,
the famous Smedley Butler quote, right? Like he talks about how you want to talk about protecting capital. He says, like at the most, Al Capone operated in just a few districts of Chicago, and I operated on 3 continents as a fucking. As a fucking fighter for a protector of capital on behalf of capitalism, like that's what the military is. It's gangsterismo on a massive scale.
Yeah,
it's in multiple continents at the same time, protecting the interests. We literally say that. We say the quiet part out loud all the time. Like we are protecting American interests. All that means is capital every single time. It doesn't mean anything else. It means we're making sure that we can continue the flow of goods and resources that we have secured the rights to exploit in the past.
Yes, that's exactly what these two forces, institutions are built on. They're built on white supremacy, colonialism, all those imperialism, right? For the military. We can discuss like the individuals who are part of the poverty draft, and we can discuss things like that. Of course, we can discuss difference between like cops and military all the time, but institutionally they serve the same capitalist masters at the same time.
And as veterans, we strongly believe that we should be held to account for that. Like we always say, we're never going to stop being sorry for what we fucking did protecting capital when we were in the military. We recognize that, like you said, Lorax, things like the poverty draft exist. There are ways that people get duped into the military through propaganda, patriotic propaganda, through the poverty draft, whatever you want to point to. But that doesn't mean you get to skate scot-free. We are accountable, and we will be sorry until the day we die for our participation in it.
I think my point really, like at the bottom line, is you will definitely always see more anti-war vets recognizing their service because of those factors than you will ever see cops get out and start whistleblowing and start talking bad about that institution. You never fucking see that. The ideas of like that protection of capital here, and then the military gets looked at in this whole, as Marcus was talking earlier, is how like we never think about the people we did. If it's happening to us, think about them. Like Vietnam still has fucking issues. Korea still has issues. Like why don't we ever talk about that? But yeah, so there are those slight differences, but really, as the overarching problem is, we are all the same. We're all ACAB, right? We get the wall. Fine, we accepted it.
Speaking of issues and the legacy of colonialism, let's talk about Haiti.
We're already getting the wall because of the blue check anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, blue checks get walls.
Yeah, we'll get